Well, I finally made it up here to lock 13. Thought I'd show you that today. Another stellar sunny day here in Paradise. Putting a few clicks on the bike today. Yeah. It'll be about 85 degrees today, October 5th or 6th or something like that. Stellar. Yeah, I'll just do a quick pan here for you, show you the area. This is actually the dam I'm on here at lock 13. Can't see the lock, but it's down yonder way over there. This is looking south. You can see the water tower in town there. Only thing at the top of the hill. Water tower in Campbellford. Can't see the Campbellford sign there, but it's there. Yeah, a bunch of birdies down there. Geese. It would be the runoff down below there. Again, in the springtime, you wouldn't want to be down there. There's a flood of water going through here. See the control house for the lock system. I'm going to talk about sole proprietorship today. I'm trying to keep this video short and sweet. I was at the barber shop yesterday, 2 days ago, for my haircut. Happens once in a while. And we were talking about this is the season for the wasps. It's when they come out. They like to buzz around your face. So we were talking about that, and he says, yeah, I think that's some kind of intimidation tactic. Just the way he said it was fucking hilarious. So this is the upper bay. Those yellow marked guards there to keep people from going into the dam area. You get sucked under if you're not careful. The highway way up there. A little tree right out in the middle there, below the center of the screen there. Earlier in the spring, actually I guess May or June, that's a tree that's fallen in the water and had 3 cormorants on it, and they're just perched on that. And I just happened to show up at the right time and got a great shot there. The 3 of them perched on that. A bit of color here. Yeah, sole proprietorship. I mentioned in a previous video here, not that long ago, that as far as the people at the Attorney General, Office of the Attorney General are concerned, you and the name are one and the same. Well, if you think about that, it actually didn't dawn on me till a couple of days ago. That what's the one thing where you and the name are one and the same from a business perspective? One thing. That's called sole proprietorship, where you and the business are one and the same. And the sole proprietorship does not establish a separate legal entity, unlike a corporate entity like General Motors or XYZ Inc. or incorporation, whatever. That creates a completely separate legal entity. But with respect to sole proprietorship, you and the business are one and the same. There's no separate legal entity created out of that situation. So I propose, I'm not saying, but I propose that when the folks at the Office of the Registrar General said as far as they're concerned, we and the name are one and the same, without saying as much, they're saying we're operating a sole proprietorship. And the sole proprietorship is, sole proprietor is the owner, he's responsible for all the debts, he's the owner, it's all his. And you think about that, could that be, I'm not saying, but could it be the basis of selfishness is the root of all evil? Yeah, it's all mine. I'm the sole owner here, yeah, it's all mine. But again, with that goes the liabilities. And if you're not familiar with the term Spidey web, sole proprietorship, Google it. It's all kinds of information on the internet about that. Read it carefully. Yeah, but anyhow, that's all I really wanted to talk about. Well, that is all I wanted to talk about here today, was the concept of sole proprietorship. Still waiting for the leaves to turn a little bit more. There's a little bit, probably in the next week or so. I see a lot of major changes. Got some decent color over there, and that one tree over there, that green one there. Beautiful. This is my backyard. The tree way down yonder there. Look at that beauty. Standing out there all by itself. Beautiful green. Go up people's homes there. Some of them are cottages. Yeah, I'm just asking you to think about that. Perhaps you're considered to be operating a sole proprietorship. It's the only thing that fits with the concept that you and the name are one and the same. There's nothing else I can think of that that would apply. And actually, a friend of mine years ago did go to government services here in Ontario to register the birth certificate name in a particular way under sole proprietorship, and the response was they wouldn't do it, and the reason they wouldn't do it was a conflict of interest for them. So it's like he was trying to re-register something that was already registered. And but anyhow, I think everybody's been treated as, or looked at or perceived as operating a sole proprietorship. You and the business, you and the name are one and the same. Now, you know the birth certificate's not evidence of your identity, but we've all used it as that. So it seems to me that's what gave rise to the sole proprietorship. However, as we know, there's no disclosure on that either, that a birth certificate's not evidence of your identity. So I think it would be somewhat important to get it out there that no, you're not a sole proprietor. But think it through. You just don't send a letter up and say I'm not a sole proprietor. You got to see the whole bigger picture here. I think that's an important element to be considered here. Saw the big ferry won't be coming through yet. It's just entered the lockdown here about 15 minutes ago. It's they go on 4 or 5 day cruises through the tour of the Trent Canal. Wow, not a cloud in the sky. Beautiful, beautiful day. God, glorious, victorious, light of God never fails. They're standing in the light. Do you feel the light? I feel the light, I feel the light. I do believe I feel the light. See the cars touring up there in the highway right beside the water. It's really pretty. The whole side over there, and even on the side, the other side of the river here, you can't see it, but the highway is running there as well. We got a good stretch here where the highway borders the river. Again, the Trent Severn Waterway. This is the dam at Lock 13. You know, food for thought there, people. I do believe that they're treating you and seeing that as a sole proprietorship situation. And kind of fits in my mind anyhow with the concept of selfishness. Selfishness is the root of all evil. Bunch of cormorants sitting over there. I got some pictures the other day of seagulls. I was throwing some stones. I didn't have any food with me. I couldn't believe it. The seagull actually went underwater and come up, and he had the stone in his mouth, just a little pebble thingy. A dry piece of concrete, actually. He didn't eat it, but when I caught on to what they were doing there, I thought, I'd get my camera set up and catch them going in the water and coming up, and it was pretty cool. So yeah, you and the name are one and the same according to them. The only thing that fits, sole proprietorship. Again, I can't think of anything else that would apply. Be a perfect definition of what they're talking about there. And thinking about it, everybody, it's my house, my car, my TV, my furniture, my debts. It's when you're operating that way. No doubt, no ifs, ands, buts, or maybes. So, you know, I believe that's all I had to say. Food for thought, folks. God love you. God bless you. Love you. Light of God never fails. Not possible. And hopefully you could hear this over the waterfall. My hat hitting the camera here, for heaven's sakes. All right. God bless you. Take care. Love you.